Now to a Target 12 investigators exclusive. We're learning overdose deaths related to the super potent drug fentanyl have overtaken other illicit drugs in Rhode Island, and the numbers show it's getting worse. Like many states, Rhode Island is grappling with the opioid crisis, but overdose deaths from fentanyl now outnumber accidental deaths from all other drugs combined.
This is the new young face of fentanyl addiction, before and after. 22-year-old Katie Mather, forehead and chin clawed open by her own fingernails because the use of fentanyl makes her skin crawl. I spot her on the Strip, Surrey's infamous drug hangout, and ask if she'll talk to me. She puts cover-up on her raw skin.
So I'm literally just did my mascara and I'm good to go.
Katie settles in to tell her story.
There we go. Perfect.
How she ended up living on the street 3 months ago, addicted to fentanyl.
Well, I've been using, it's actually funny, well, not funny, it's terrible. I have a really addictive personality. I've always been like addicted to something, whether it was shopping or Facebook or whatever. And I did an oxy. I got addicted right away. And then I found a regular dealer and I started picking up all the time. I remember the day the fentanyl came out and my dealer said, you know, I've got these new pills, they're fake oxys. He didn't tell me they were fentanyl because nobody knew what fentanyl was yet. He just said they're 100 times stronger and they're only $5 more. And I was just like, okay, because I was getting a pretty high tolerance at this point.
Oxys, OxyContin, led to fake 80s, fentanyl posing as OxyContin. Immediately, Katie wanted nothing else.
I could buy one of these fake 80s, put them into 4 lines, and 2 lines would last me a full day. That's how strong it was. And if I did a full pill, I would OD.
Katie says she's overdosed 11 times, most recently a few days ago. Brought back by paramedics or friends on the Strip who have naloxone, the powerful opioid antidote.
Every time I do dope, I know I'm taking a risk. I know that I might die, but like, it doesn't matter how many times I've OD'd, I still use the next day because the withdrawals are so bad.
Katie has been in the news before. She and her sister attacked by a Rottweiler cross back in December. Katie was badly hurt and spent time in hospital. She says that cemented her addiction to fentanyl. As she talks, blood starts to seep through her makeup.
Katie, you're 22. Why would you risk this?
Well, at first it was just fun, right? It was just for fun. It was just a party drug that, you know, like, and there's been some things that I've gone through and it helped with a lot of pain. And especially after, you know, that dog attack, I just couldn't stop, you know?
I asked Katie if she worries about herself and her future.
Sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I just like to take things one day at a time, right? You know, kind of just go with it and hopefully, you know, hope for the best.
For now, the best Katie can hope for is to wake up from her next fix of fentanyl. Eric Rankin, CBC News, Surrey.
A drug called fentanyl is so powerful, if you simply touch it, you can overdose quickly. The opiate was developed to treat extreme pain and is usually prescribed to advanced stage cancer patients. It can be 100 times more powerful than morphine. This photo shows the amount of heroin that can cause an overdose and the amount of fentanyl that can cause the same effect. An illegal version of the synthetic drug has been popping up all over the U.S., and according to the Centers for Disease Control, has been reported the most in Ohio, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. But it's not just a danger to people who use the illegal drug. It's also posing a threat to law enforcement agents trying to get the drug off the streets. This Ohio police officer was collecting evidence from a car when he came into contact with the white powder. He needed 4 doses of Narcan to be revived. Listen to what it felt like for these 2 New Jersey police officers when they were overcome by the drug during an evidence collection.
I felt like my body was shutting down. People around me said that I looked really white. I lost color. And it just really felt like, thought that was it. I thought I was dying.
Couldn't breathe. Very disorienting.
The Drug Enforcement Administration is warning officers around the country to handle fentanyl with extreme caution, because whether it's ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, as little as 2 milligrams of the drug can be lethal.